I'm not looking.
Wait, do you wear the yellow puffy coat with like out a shirt underneath?
Oh.
You know, like a puppy. No. Never.
What's going on here is a transition to the next story. Because
I love it. No, it's okay.
It wasn't, but
it can be.
It
to
wasn't,
watch the show, not be repulsed.
Not to be repulsed. Okay, listen. So
they won't be repulsed by this.
They won't be repulsed. Do we have video? Because I actually haven't seen it yet.
Or a picture, or anything.
Okay, maybe not the opening ceremony of the Olympics.
There's rules about showing that kind of stuff.
There's rules. I just realized there's rules. Yes.
Oh,
there's a
we have a picture. We have a picture.
That is the one. He's Tongan.
Tongan, carrying his flag.
His name is PETA.
Oiled body.
Yep.
He brought. Oh my God! I can't
even talk.
So in the last Olympics,
he was brought to our attention.
In the last Olympics, he carried out the flag, and everyone went crazy for various reasons, right? And so he's very memorable.
Yeah.
So here he is for the Winter Olympics carrying the flag. And it's no reflection of what the weather is. I think the wind chill was like 10 below degrees for the opening ceremony, which just happened, by the way, this morning. Yeah, and so there you go. I mean,
here's the story. He's back.
Yeah, he's back.
He is back, and he is going to look just like that, hopefully, tonight for the opening ceremony. And, just in case you didn't know, fun fact that we learned the other day from our producer, Jesse, it's opening ceremony, singular, not ceremonies. Teach your friends.
Teach your friends, yes. Just like it's driver license.
But what you were saying,
we say driver's license.
Was about how that could be perceived as sexist.
So we brought this up in the meeting, and we're just being completely transparent with you.
What you just did, is that sexist, basically?
Basically, because I started being like, oh my gosh, his body.
It's a question, I'm not saying.
No, but I started saying the things that I think right now in America we struggle with on the female side, right? Like if we were to, as females, come out with a greased up body and a bikini, and men were on a show like this, like, oh my gosh, did you see her? Did you see her chest? Did you see her backside? But using other words that like naturally we use as human beings.
Right.
Would we, as females, have a problem with that?
And I think
saying hey, that's sexist. Hey guys, you can't be looking at us and treating us like a piece of meat. So I just wanted to be fair, and I think that this conversation that we had is good, and it shows that we are getting somewhere, because as a feminist, right, as someone who believes in the equality of both men and women, I think we as women also need to stand to be held accountable to say when a good-looking male gets up to the plate, right, and is on international television, is it right for us to then do exactly what we don't want to be hypocritical.
Right, exactly.
So I caught myself. So there's this.
We were just painting that picture for you guys. We weren't actually drooling over him in real life.
But here's the thing.
But I think
I'm joking.
I'm joking.
Okay. But it was addressed in the comments. Girls, stop drooling, and I was like, we can't. Just to address the issue.
Yeah.
But he wanted. I mean, he didn't need to do that. I mean, he could have worn a coat or whatever. He wanted that.
But is it a cultural thing?
Yes, in some ways, but yes. Yes.
Right.
Okay, I can only understand. I can understand that, but it's also 10 degrees below zero. So you can have your cultural identity, but it's not weather appropriate at all.
Right.
So why was he doing it in the first place, right?
And are we insensitive of a time where, like, I can't even say he looks good and then feel like, oh, am I being sexist toward railers?
And let me just...
There is a stark contrast between him and the rest of the people in his delegation.
Right, probably everybody else in Korea.
So what you're saying is that he's wanting this attention, like a thirst trap?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I just think it was... I think when it first happened in the last Olympics, it was received well. I think that the Tongan people had no problem with this. It's culturally appropriate. People were responding well to it. So why not do it again? So I think that they don't... I mean, I can't speak for the people of Tonga, but what the reaction that I'm hearing is I'm not seeing a lot of downside to all this. And to your point, like, should I feel bad about admiring his physique or anything like that? Let's take this to a purely physical, we're looking at you for your physique. Take it to a bodybuilding competition. Okay. Right?
Or pageants.
Exactly.
I mean, it was just, there's talks of it being banned, though, of females walking in their bikinis because of this.
That's why I want to get it really narrow here, and then you start to expand it out. If it's a bodybuilding competition, they are 100% there to show off their physique and for you to judge them on that. That's the relationship with, it's a show, it's a performance, and that's what they're wanting to show off. Yeah. So they can admire it. Wow.
Yes.
They look great. Their biceps are incredible.
Yes.
Look at the, and they're showing off their muscles, their physique that they work really hard on both in the gym and on diet, which is like more than half of it.
Yes.
And so what's wrong with that? I don't think that there's anything wrong with that. So then to take it to this, isn't in a way he's presenting his culture and his physique in order to, yes, please.
Yeah.
But this isn't a bodybuilding competition. This is a sporting event.
It's the Olympics, though, and you need to be strong. You need to be fit in order to compete at a high level.
Exactly.
But for beauty pageants, when that came up, I thought to myself, well, good. This is the pageant. Which was this for?
USA.
Okay. For the pageant that they want to scale back?
Oh, no. I thought you asked which one I was saying.
No, I just don't know if it's Miss America or if it's...
It sounds more like a Miss America thing than a Miss USA thing, but I don't know for sure.
Yeah. So let's say it's Miss America, and they want to scale back on that side. I thought to myself, well, good, because Miss America is supposed to be about more of... scholastic achievement. Your intelligence, and you're getting up there and you're talking about social issues. How do you respond? Maybe you play an instrument, or you have some sort of talent, or whatever it may be. Why should I be judging how a girl looks in a bathing suit at a, what did you call it?
Scholastic achievement.
At a scholastic achievement. Did I even say that right?
Yes, yes.
You got it. Yeah. At a scholastic achievement ceremony, if you will. Like, why should I be judging someone?
So it's about health in general and wellness and making sure that you're not just smart or you're not just talented, but you understand that there's got to be that balance in your life. And so that's what they want to see when they see you in your swimsuit. But I will tell you this. I wore a monokini in my competition, and there was an article that came out the next day just dragging me for having worn a monokini.
What is a monokini? One piece?
It looks like a bikini up top, then it comes together in the middle, and then goes back out.
So it's a connected bikini.
Yes.
Okay.
And so you would think, she's covering up a little bit more. There was probably 2 more inches of fabric than anybody else. But she's covering up a little bit more. That would be applauded, but they were so upset with it. Now, that is
saying you were trying to hide something?
Oh, no. They were just upset that I wore, they actually said it was too sexy. They said that the bathing suit, yes, I will explain.
Oh, was it a deep V?
It was a deep V, but it had more fabric than every other bathing suit there.
Just in different places.
I was dragged because it was too sexy. So there you go.
Can't win.
You can't win.
Now.
Interesting.
So,
wild.
I want to see the pics.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead. You do that, I'll bring up the pics. How do you follow that?
Okay, so let's back to the opening ceremony.
Yes.
Ceremony. See? There, I've been changed forever. Thank you.
Yes.
Grammar is good. It's your friend.
Thank you, Jesse.
Hashtag grammar, hashtag TV talk.
So there are settings where it's 100% appropriate to judge someone on their physique.
Yes.
Say, in a bodybuilding competition. There are times where it is 100% not okay to judge somebody on their physique. We can think of a million of those examples, totally inappropriate. So there is, in essence, there is a range. What's so difficult, though, is to figure out where something like that fits into the range, because it's perceived by so many people so many different ways. The only way to really know if you're being appropriate or not is to ask him.
That's true.
And we don't have that opportunity to do that. Say, we think this about your physique.
Or if we ask...
Are you okay with that? I mean, I don't even know how you'd ask that.
Right. Ask if he's comfortable.
You don't really know. Exactly.
And if he is comfortable with it, say, yeah, talk about my body. I know I have a good body type. Is it appropriate for us to then make those comments?
Yeah. Yeah.
Where does that boundary start and stop?
Yeah.
You know, of like, that's appropriate, that's not appropriate. Or because when women come out in clothes like that, if men talk about them, it's not right. But if men come out like that and women drool over them, that is right. Like, to me, that's hypocritical. So it's just something I'm thinking about.
This also ties into a story out of Australia about this. It was a cologne campaign, I believe. And there's a man, the model in the ad, who's on camera undressing in front of a mirror. It's very seductive. And then these women come and they're peeping into the window. And the chatter out there is that this is a form of sexism, because if there was a woman taking off her clothes and she's fully naked by the end of this, you can see the top of his butt. Oh, I would love to show it, producer Chrissy. Let's put it on. Here it is. Just check it out, and I'll talk over it. So he's walking there, he's getting undressed, they're spying on him. But what if this were a woman who's getting undressed with men spying in on her? How would people feel about that? Exactly. Super creepy. Although again, like the Tongan man. I think, okay, here's my point. We are so accustomed to seeing men shirtless in life because they're allowed to go to the beach like that. It's just more acceptable. If women in America, I think, were more prone to be open with showing their skin and going to the beach topless like they are in Europe, maybe this wouldn't be such an issue.
Yeah, cultural thing. No, you're right. I think maybe that's why it doesn't seem, it hasn't been for so many years where if we look at a guy and like, oh my gosh, great body, like that seems more appropriate than if a man would do that with a woman. Maybe that's what it is.
We're accustomed to doing it now. We see these
men can
things.
show more skin and it's deemed as appropriate.
And I'm telling you, I wasn't showing any more skin. This is the picture.
Monokini.
This is it. I don't know if you can see that.
What was so sexy about it, and how is it more sexy than a two-piece?
I don't know. I thought I was more covered up than everyone else.
Can I ask you what your intention was in wearing that?
So this is an interesting conversation to have on live TV.
Okay.
But
you don't have to.
If you have a smaller chest, wearing a bikini top, like a triangle bikini top, which is what a lot of these girls will wear, I'll pull up a picture. It emphasizes the fact that you have a small chest. But if you wear this monokini, the eye distracts from that and pulls other places. That was my goal.
It's showing off.
Exactly. So I had great arms and I had abs at that point in my life. It showed that off rather than the other parts of me.
Which is smart. Like you said, it's strategic.
Playing to your strengths.
Playing to your strengths.
That's it.
Shall that be the out cue?
It should be,
Everyone should play to their strength as you head into the weekend. Do what you love.
Yes.
Do what you're good at. Focus on what you're good at.
Yeah,
what are people saying here?
Like, check this out. You want biceps?
Ooh,
you go like this. You put
play
your
to your
arms like
strengths,
this.
baby.
All of a sudden, that happens. No, it still didn't happen for me.
Somebody just offered to rub all that oil on that man, the Tongan man.
Hey, girl. Listen, I feel you. Okay? I get it.
David Wong, I love you. You look like a Bond chick. I wish I still looked that way, homie. I wish I did.
Oh.
Guys, this has been fun.
Yeah, this is fun. This is definitely a Friday show.
It is a Friday show. It's so light.
Seriously.
Airy.